Hi, this is Paul Cobley from Besttel. Besttel is a telecoms service provider based in the UK. The aim of this short presentation is to explain our SIP trunk proposition and how it offers greater flexibility than traditional ISDN at a lower cost. We'll begin with a very quick review of how businesses are traditionally connected to the telephone network. In the majority of offices there's some kind of PBX or voice switch, and this is the PSTN, the Public Switch Telephone Network. This is run by large telcos like BT and is the network over which your voice calls traditionally travel. In order for your users in your building to make a call to someone on the PSTN, there's some kind of physical connection required between your PBX and the telco. The kind of circuit the telco runs to your building has for a good few years been based on a protocol called ISDN, and it comes in two main variants. An ISDN 30 carries traffic for up to 30 consecutive calls and is sometimes called a PRI. This is what we see in larger offices. An ISDN 2 carries traffic for 2 consecutive calls. You also have a set of DDI numbers. These are telephone numbers which you rent from your telco. So when somebody rings one of your DDIs, the call is delivered by your telco to your PBX via the PSTN. Now let's consider the cost of setting this up. Firstly, you pay install on the line in the first place, and this will be around £700 for an ISDN 30 with all of your DDIs included. Next, you pay a monthly line rental for the connection, as long as you have it, and this will be anywhere between £14 and £20 per channel per month for an ISDN 30. On top of the line rental, you'll also get billed for the usage on the line, and the more minutes you use, the less you'll be paying per minute. As well as the costs which are charged in the traditional model, we should point out the single point of failure that exists with your telephone circuit. Occasionally, your ISDN circuit might have a fault, and this fault can be at any point between your building and the PSTN via the local exchange. Although rare, when this happens and you ring your provider, you'll be given the option of redirecting your entire DDI range to a single other destination number. And in our experience, customers just ask for all calls to go to a single mobile number. This is not ideal, as it means all of your DDIs are going to one poor individual's mobile phone. Now we've looked at the traditional means of providing PSTN connectivity, we'll look at the SIP option. Again, we've got our DDIs terminating in the PSTN and your on-site PBX serving your users. Your data network connects your users to the internet or corporate WAN. Now onto the clever bit. By using a SIP service, your DDIs stay on the IP network rather than coming into your PBX via the local telephone exchange. So your calls get delivered to you over your existing data connection rather than the traditional ISDN. The highlighted section here indicates the path of both your incoming and outgoing calls. The beauty of this is that you can now reduce, or in some cases remove entirely, the old ISDN connection. So what are the advantages? With no ISDN to install and rent, this is a cheaper option, both subsequently on line rental and with the initial install. You get improved resilience since the global IP network is capable of rerouting traffic around bottlenecks and faults. The SIP platform allows you to go online and redirect any number in your DDI range to a specific alternative destination. This contrasts with the traditional model whereby all numbers in your DDI range have to go to a single redirect destination. It is quick and easy to deploy SIP channels. And I will point out at this time that you do need a SIP-enabled PBX, and most installed in the last 5 years will be capable of supporting SIP, and also a resilient data network helps, particularly for outbound. For inbound resilience, we can redirect the DDIs as we just discussed. So after a quick review of SIP trunks, we'll quickly summarise the benefits. There's less kit to install in your PBX, as you don't need to terminate an ISDN circuit. By implementing SIP trunks, you can either reduce or remove existing ISDN circuits. The IP network is inherently very resilient. Rental of channels of SIP is cheaper than rental of channels of ISDN, and you can save in the region of £3,500 per year over the cost of a full ISDN 30. It's a neat and flexible DR solution with the ability to change delivery destinations on a DDI by DDI basis. Billing is simplified with a single monthly bill payable on direct debit, and you can easily flex up and down the number of channels that you require. So now you know what Besttel can do for you, please give us a call or check out our website. Thank you for your time.